Who's got the ball? Chad's got the
Lift
ball.
off.
There it is.
Lift off, baby. Oh, I got the ball, baby. I'm running it down the field like a Thanksgiving turkey, baby. I got that in the arm, dude. We are going. How the hell are you doing out there in the world, man? I got my bro with me. Welcome to the MisippBROs, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, man, so we get Bruce off our ass. Get up to at least a hundy by the end of the year, dude. I want a hundy in the pocket, All right, dude, we got stuff to talk about. Happy post-turkey day, dude. Is the coma over? Are you done eating? Or is this the beginning of your holiday fast? Getting crazy on it, man. I know my brother's got some good stories coming up about that in the desert. I believe he is, man. I got a desert behind me, but they're these, baby. So get after it. Let's go. My bro's got some stuff for us today. I'm here just to add color and a little bit of charisma to the MisippBROs coming at you live. Nice shades, bro.
What am I lacking in the charisma department? Do I need to hone up some of those skills? Come on, man. We are coming to you live on a Monday.
I said add.
Afternoon, 12 noon Pacific, 1 o'clock here in the Valley. We'll talk about why we're wearing a Valley shirt, why we're in the Valley a little bit later. And we had some NFL games. We had some bad NFL games. And I would say we had some bad beats for your brother. We'll talk about some money that went by the wayside, gambling on some parlays yesterday. Because I got some gambling questions for you, Chad. I think you're going to like them. I know your gambling days are mostly behind you, but I feel like we're going to pick up a ball you're very familiar with on this one. We got Steph Curry getting pissed off, teeing him up, ref. And he went nuclear in a game that ended with a 30-point, 5 assist, 5 rebound, 5 steal effort. Yeah, don't piss off Steph Curry. He's the best in the world going. Also, we have some MLB free agency spending sprees. Get it in while you can, teams, before your players are locked out. Max Scherzer, oh, man. We're going to talk about that deal, along with what the Mets are doing, the Blue Jays, the Rangers, some big money being thrown out in the MLB world. And then we'll talk a little NCAA football. Chad thinks it's exciting news for the Pac-12 to land a coach like Lincoln Riley at the USC program, formerly vaunted. It's been a while since they mattered down there. So let's get to it, Chad. I know you want to get some bad football out of the way. So first question, did you watch any Thanksgiving Day football? And we might have lost Chad. What do we got here?
No, dude, I'm here, man. I just
all right. He's here.
Got
he's
a
here.
Internet connection problem, I guess. All right. Did I watch any Turkey Day football? Yeah, I did, dude. I watched a little Turkey Day football, man. But man, that first game almost made me turn it off. The Lions and the Bears is like watching paint dry and old people hump. That is a one terrible game, dude. Horrible game, dude.
This
you don't want to watch either.
This is the NFL forcing us to watch the Lions every Thanksgiving. Yikes.
Serious, dude. It's like, why? Why do we have to watch the worst team in football on one of the best days of the year every year? We need to stop this traditional stuff when it comes to the Lions and freaking Turkey Day, dude. We need some actual matchups, like the NBA does on Christmas Day. It's always the best teams playing. Hello, marketing. Do it right, man, and let's go. So anyways, dude, yes, I did, dude. And I also watched a little bit of the Haters come back against the Cowgirls, dude. And that was my favorite game of the day because it was the best game of the day. And also the Cowboys lost, so I'm a happy guy.
Well, let me pick up right there. That Raiders-Cowboys game was a bit of a thriller, 36-33 final. We'll excuse the officiating crew for the 28 penalties and 276 yards. I mean, that's a lot of laundry on the field. Let me just say that. Your brother here was in the desert with other brother Matt, known Cowboys fan. I probably watched about 2 minutes of that game, and I couldn't think if this was years ago, I would have watched the whole thing side by side with brother Matt. Not as interested this year. Also, I had a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old hanging all over me. Check that. An 8-year-old and 11-year-old, nephew Kyle and niece Cameron were hanging out. So got to keep the kids entertained. Even though the football game was entertaining, it's not their kind of entertainment. So Thanksgiving football, that was absolutely the best game. It was probably the game of the week, if you will, in terms of the thrilling conclusion. And then the Saints-Titans, they didn't put on much of a show. Well, the Titans did. The Saints got romped 31-6, and they got major quarterback issues. They're talking about starting Taysom Hill this week again. Yikes. And bro is in and out with his outdoor Wi-Fi.
How long do you stay if you're the Saints? How long do you stay with Trevor Siemian, dude?
Well, according to the reports, not much longer. They got Taysom Hill taking Team 1 reps this week.
Yeah.
This is definitely a good one. Yes. So, Chooch, we rolled into Sunday. And like I said, to make things a little interesting, I didn't have any rooting interest in any games really going on. I was with a noted Philly Eagles fan, Todd, out here in the desert. And Todd likes to spend a little money. So your brother spent a little money on some parlays. And Chad, right off the top of your head, can you tell me the most frustrating NFL team to bet on?
Dude, please don't tell me you bet on the Raiders, dude.
No, not the Raiders. These were Sunday bets. Sunday only.
So the most frustrating team to bet on, I'm out of the betting game, dude. So I don't know the most frustrating team. I just know certain teams you can never, ever trust. The Cowboys are number one. The Eagles are not untrustworthy, dude. And you never know what team is going to show up when it comes to the Niners, the Vikings. I don't know, dude. What happened? Tell me your parlay and tell me how you lost. Well, I can't even tell you that. I know you lost.
The parlay was one of them was all NFL teams. One of them I mixed in the Warriors. I would have hit on both 4-team parlays. However, the Los Angeles Chargers did me in with their oopsie daisy in Denver. It wasn't much of a competitive game. Had they locked it away, I had the 49ers picked appropriately, the Packers, the Warriors in their game, and then also the other parlay with the Ravens. So if I could have been $700 richer, but instead I'm $200 poorer.
Yes, dude, that is a gambler's creed right there. But damn it, I'm going to try again because I can beat them. I can beat the odds makers, dude, and that's why they love you and everyone else gambles constantly because you're one game short, and that is the hook that brings you back, dude. I know, dude. I lived that life, dude. I lived it. Bartending for many years, running numbers for a couple bookies in town, all that kind of stuff, dude. No fun, dude, because you're always going to end with the hanger. Oh, it's the worst, the half point. Or you got one team out of 6, dude, that you freaking bet on at your parlay. So you drink everything in sight and get mad that you lost $200. I get it.
Yeah, not drinking everything in sight, of course. I was still on my feet by the end of the night for the Sunday night game, which was an absolute stinker. The Browns and the Ravens. I got a stat for the Ravens winning the game here. I believe they became the first team in NFL history to win a game. They scored fewer than 17 points, fewer than 320 yards, and they threw 4 interceptions. But it didn't matter because we've had a lot of bad Baker Mayfield lately. So that Ravens-Browns game was an absolute stinker.
Dude, it's the Browns. What do you expect, man? They people have been saying for the last 3-4 years that the Browns are coming up. The Browns are going to make some noise. And they play a couple of good games, and everyone gets on the ball, and then they realize, oh, shit. They looked at their uniform, their ugly orange and brown uniform, and they go, oh, fuck, I'm the Browns. Damn it. And shoot, next thing you know, dude, they lose 16-10 after picking off Lamar Jackson 4 times. Unbelievable, dude. They can find so many ways to lose, dude. It's Raider-esque, dude. It's Raider-esque.
Well, and it's one of your favorite teams to pile on. And I don't think we've had Rob Goforth tune into the program, but if he did, he'd be a little upset with your constant badgering of the Browns. But let's not forget, they're in a division, the AFC North, that every team is at 500 or better. And that goes for the AFC West as well. Kind of surprising. And of those two divisions, the Bengals are the only team that really made a statement yesterday. They throttled the Steelers 41-10. To me, it was decades of revenge coming for the Steelers. The Bengals have always had a tough time with the Steelers. That rivalry is usually hard-hitting. Yesterday it wasn't. The Steelers, man, they look so lost. And Ben Roethlisberger looks so past his prime.
Yeah, I've heard of people talking about Ben needs to go and all this kind of stuff. He ain't going anywhere, man. he's a freaking dude. They're not going to get him out of Pittsburgh, dude. No way. And so he's just going to have to get better, dude. You know, he's been proved. I don't have a problem. I mean, he's got bad games. He's had a bad year. You know, and that's just the way it is, dude. He lost all that weight, right? He got himself in shape. Maybe he should start going out again, man. Maybe he start eating a bunch of food, dude, again, and get back into his old bad habits, because they seem to be working better on the football field than him actually being in good shape. So who knows, man? But yeah, dude, the Bengals, man, the Bengals are one of those teams that we've talked about that every week you have no idea what that team's going to do. They can lay an egg, dude, and they can freaking beat the Steelers 41-10. So you know,
they change their stripes week to week. They do.
Yeah. Most definitely, dude. Most definitely. So, yeah, there's a lot of teams in the NFL now, man. You just can't trust. You can't. I don't know how anyone bets on NFL, dude. I mean, I won my deal because I had to just bet a team, just the money line every time, dude. That's it. But that got lucky, dude. So, I mean, I don't know how you do it. If you want to spend $200, dude, come on down to Chile, dude. Take me out to dinner, man. We'll spend $200, dude. It's better spent than sitting on a parlay, dude. Come on, Spark.
So close, close. Yeah, so the NFL, it's interesting. We have the Titans at the top of their division. The Patriots look good again. The Colts gave the Buccaneers a heck of a run for their money. So I'm going Patriots, Titans, Colts as some of the better teams in the AFC right now. But don't forget about the Chiefs. They were on their bye week. Over in the NFC, Cowboys are starting to scare me, bro. Remember I said if they don't win the division, I might get a tattoo? Well, they dropped that Thanksgiving game. Thank goodness the Eagles dropped their game in that sense. Packers 9-3. Who was that guy from week 1? Certainly wasn't Aaron Rodgers. And then the Cardinals sitting pretty at 9-2, atop of their division. But the Niners yesterday, did you get to see any highlights from the Niners game? They ran the ball a lot.
You, man, the Niners had to win that game on Monday night, beat the Rams, and that would start their season, man. Okay, so their back was against the wall, and they are now on a 3-game win streak. And don't count them out of nothing, man. They're right there. The Rams are not that great. Matt Stafford has become Matt Stafford again, and then all of a sudden, man, you got coming back for the Cardinals. Who knows? The Niners are right in the middle of it, dude. That was a good game for them.
Hey, we got an appearance. I just noticed over my shoulder. Live on camera, Truffles the dog. Also into the Thanksgiving leftovers. So I think that's our second on-air appearance by a dog friend of the cast. Thank you, Truffles, for tuning in. We appreciate you. I just want to say on the front of the Niners, they ran the ball a lot. They're doing a lot to get the ball in Deebo Samuel's hands, which is great. They've even been employing him at running back. But by the end of the game, he pulled a groin. He's due for an MRI today. We'll see what happens on the injury front for the 49ers, because Deebo Samuel is absolutely necessary to their offense. And I've long said, the more Deebo gets the ball, the more Kittle gets the ball, the better for the 49ers. They did exactly that yesterday. Also in injury news, Dalvin Cook out with a torn labrum for unforeseen amount of time, at least 2 weeks. And bye-bye for the second year in a row, Christian McCaffrey. Man, one of my favorite watches. I used to think he was indestructible. One of the most fit players in the NFL. 16 games each of his first 3 years. Last year, just 3. This year, just 7. Bummer.
Yeah, dude.
Happy trails to Christian McCaffrey. Love the number 22. Hope to see you back, man. But as the NFL goes, I mean, look at this. Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. Really, the only guy left that's really putting up numbers each and every week is Jonathan Taylor. I don't know if you've seen a lot of him on the Colts. He had 5 touchdowns.
No, dude, I haven't really watched. You mentioned him I think you mentioned him last week, man. And
absolutely did, because I got thwomped by him in fantasy football, of course.
And I did get
All right, listeners, just stand by there. Chad's having a little connectivity issues here, broadcasting from his favorite patio in Chile. Chad, are you with us?
Dude, hey man, just to let you know, in perfect timing, we're switching over internet providers, and they happen to come right at 5 o'clock to do the podcast. When they gave the window 2 to 8, and what time do they come? Perfect. Yes.
Well, what can happen will happen, right?
I'm on the local Wi-Fi. What's that?
I said, what can happen will happen. I believe that is it, sir?
Nope. Definitely, dude. You might have to take it from here, man.
That'd be Murphy's Law for those of you scoring at home, not Newton's Law. That would be the law of gravity. So Chad, while we still got you, or at least we hope to have you, I got to talk these MLB spending spree, man. We have seen teams like the Rangers, the Mets, and the Blue Jays absolutely dole out, snatching up players like Starling Marte and Mark Canha over to the Mets to join Max Scherzer. We'll talk about him in just a moment. Where the Giants lost their ace from last year, the king of the splitter, Kevin Gausman, goes up to Toronto. Which team got better? What team improved more, the Mets or the Blue Jays?
Oh, dude, the Mets definitely improved better with Scherzer. I'm not sold on Gausman. I think he's had a couple good years. I think they overpaid for him. I think he's a good pitcher now. I think he knows how to pitch. You know, he's a pitcher now instead of a thrower. But I think, if you're looking at next year, the Mets picked up Scherzer, Marte, Canha, and I believe Escobar. So, I mean, they're going veteran heavy. They got better, but are they going to make some serious? I mean, the Scherzer and DeGrom at the top is great, but is DeGrom healthy? And Scherzer's like, how old, dude? 37? And he has a bad arm from last, he had tired arm. He even said it, dude, during the, after the playoff loss. He goes, my arm's just burnt. And you remember, dude, all these guys, remember Chapman, dude, got burnt with Cleveland, and the Cubs used him a lot, dude, later on. These guys get so much wear and tear now, man, coming out of the bullpen in the playoffs. So I'm very skeptical, especially about a $43 million a year contract for a 37-year-old pitcher, dude.
And let me jump right on that. That is roughly $1.5 million per start. That's assuming they're going to get 30 starts out of him. I believe they will. I believe his arm will fall off sometime in year 2. We'll see about that. Stay tuned. But Chad, tell me a little bit about this money. Starling Marte could not have played better last year for the A's. He led the league in hits, stolen bases from the day he arrived, batted like a cool 340 with the Oakland A's, and deservedly got paid pretty handsomely. I think $19 million a year. Starting pitcher money, everyday player money. How in the world does a guy who plays every 5th day get paid $43 million in a year? Dude, we should have kept pitching.
Dude, you got a kid, man. Bring him up to be a starting pitcher.
Mothers, fathers, tie that right hand behind your toddler's back, teach him to throw left-handed, 97 miles an hour with a cutter, and you'll be handsomely rewarded 25 years in the future. But we're talking about everyday impact guys at the top of the lineup, Marte and Canha. And, they're getting good money. Like I said, Marte, $19 million a year. Scherzer, more than double that. I mean, the starting pitching money is just absurd. And let's not forget, Garrett Cole signed a $300 million contract just a few years ago.
Yes. And to your point, dude, I understand what you're talking about every 5th day, but pitching is the game of baseball. You have to pitch. Ask the Angels. You have to pitch, or it doesn't matter how many great hitters you have. It doesn't matter. You have to pitch. That's why they're overpaying for these starting pitchers, especially in today's. Scherzer timed it perfect. All these openers and 2-inning guys and 5-inning guys. Dude, he is an anomaly, and he's getting paid like one. Okay, so they don't have to use 5 pitchers during the game after Scherzer pitches. They only need 3 or 4 because they're going to take him out in the 7th and then use like 18 relievers. So maybe I'll come back on that. But long story short, dude, Scherzer's a horse, dude. He's the only horse left. And Garrett Cole's up there. Verlander when he was healthy. I can't even think of like horses anymore, man. That goes 7, 8. Anymore. Regardless, Scherzer has that every opportunity, and he's getting paid for it. Good for him. Mark, dude, these owners got so much damn money, bro. You know what? Let them overpay. I'm tired of these people. Did you see Avisel Garcia got paid by the Marlins? 4-year contract. You know what? I don't want any of these owners crying poor when you sign Avisel Garcia to a 4-year contract, dude. FDA's at the Marlins is hoarding money, dude, because all these owners are rich. They can make this new CBA. The players are going to strike hard on this one, dude.
That was a good rant. FDA's, F the Marlins. Hey, at least the Rays showed that, they're not poor. What was it? A 10-year, $223 million extension for one of the young superstars in the game, Wander Franco. This kid isn't even old enough to have a legal beverage yet, but Lord knows he'll be able to buy a lot of them. The Rays, hey, man, if you're a Rays fan, the Rays and the A's have long been compared to each other because of their small market, relying on the farm system, taking rentals from at the trade deadline like a Starling Marte, like a Nelson Cruz. Well, the Rays just separated themselves. They'll never be compared to the A's again. They signed their superstar. Thank you, Tampa. Now go get yourself a new stadium. And let's not talk about the Oakland A's stadium situation right now. We'll keep it free agency.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
It's been 3 years since they announced their new project, their new ballpark. And as you so awesomely predicted, Chad, not a single shovel has hit the ground there at the port of Howard Terminal. So,
Thank you.
man. Let's.
I wish I was wrong, but I'm not.
I wish you were wrong as well.
Happen. These guys, we don't need to talk about it anymore. You know where I stand on it. And we'll just go from there. Now Tampa's talking about splitting time with them in Montreal. That's even crazier, dude. So that's not for a couple years down the line because they have a lease. So, anyways, long story short, good for the Rays. A phenomenal talent in Wander Franco. They're rolling the dice. They have to, dude. They can't do a $40 million a year contract. So they're going to do it a 12, a 20 and they're going to spread it out over 20 years. And that's just, they don't have the attendance, but these owners have so much damn money, bro, that this is like a pet project to them now. Okay. Cohen, the owner of the Mets is a hedge fund billionaire with a B. Okay, dude. Do you think 40 million? Do you think he sniffs at that? He probably traded that much today on freaking stock market, dude. All right. So, don't worry for these guys, dude. That's why I think that this new CBA is going to take a little while, and the players are going to really, really hold out and lock out the owners as opposed to the owners locking out the players.
Well said. Well said. And stay tuned. As you predicted, there's going to be a sprint in these next 2-3 days for the players to get signed, for the teams to make moves. And then we'll see what we're talking about come the next cast. I believe that'll be Thursday, December 2nd. We'll see how locked out we are. Chad predicted it for a long time.
Oh, that's right. We got the day after. Right. Yep. That's pretty good, man, because, we are going to see a sprint, and then we're going to see just a serious lull, dude, till February, March. And it's going to be ugly back and forth. Hopefully they don't broadcast it. Hopefully they do the gentlemanly thing and freaking do it behind closed doors like they used to. But we know better than that, dude, because we know we got owners tweeting stuff in the middle of the night. And it's going to get fun, dude, as we go forward. But, yeah, we're going to see a lot of transactions, dude. A lot of people changing hands, nature of the biz. And lock it down for the next couple of days, dude. People want to get paid. All these agents are freaking busy as hell. The agent friends I know, man, they don't answer their phone right now. I try to call them, forget it. They ain't answering nothing from me. So they're busy as hell trying to get their guys signed before this deadline hits.
And this is all before the winter meetings, assuming they do go on, typically held in December. We'll see again. We'll revisit this topic Thursday, where we promise you there's going to be a lot more to talk about on the MLB free agency / lockout front. So from one of my favorite topics, baseball, to one we don't touch on a lot, Chad, but you said this was significant. You said it was very significant for the Pac-12 that they stole in the middle of the night. People in Oklahoma are pissed at Lincoln Riley, maybe deservedly so. He jumped. This is kind of rare. A college coach not finishing the season, right? Not even bowl game, what have you, and jumping ship to the USC Trojans. I don't have too many details on this. It sure was sudden, but tell us why you think it's important.
I think it's important for the simple fact that the Pac-12 has become irrelevant on the big college football scene. Okay, when's the last time a Pac-12 team has been in the playoff, dude? It's been a while. And so, the SEC is dominant. Oklahoma had, Lincoln Riley, to his credit, behind closed doors, the AD and Oklahoma administrators agreed to become part of the SEC in a couple years, dude. Okay? So he's going, hey, wait a minute, man. I'm freaking Big 12 guy. I came here to play Big 12 football against Texas, Oklahoma, Texas Tech, all these guys. And now you're going to put me up against Alabama, LSU, Florida, all these guys. That's not what I signed up for, man. And so he said, all right, I got a better idea. Got a clean slate. I can make my own program. USC is giving him the keys to the kingdom. And the dude's got the open air offense, man. And, dude, you're strong. You're bringing a strong coach into a weak conference. USC is going to be really good here in the next few years. They're going to wipe that conference clean. They're going to put themselves back in the national picture, and that's what this is all about. I mean, who wouldn't want to go from Oklahoma to Southern California, bro? Come on.
I mean,
Dude,
he'll love the income.
That's an easy one.
He'll love the state taxes, of course. That'll take a good chunk. And Californians know very well how the tax man always comes for his bill. And Lincoln Riley in Southern California, you brought up when was the last time a Pac-12 team was in a playoff, like the college football playoff, aka the Final Four?
Yes.
The first team that comes to my mind, and really the only team, is the Marcus Mariota Oregon Ducks.
Oregon Ducks. Yeah.
And that's been over a half decade at the least since those teams were any good. And so Oregon still got the nifty jerseys.
Yes,
they still got the nifty jerseys. They still got a fast offense, but they're not getting the prospects in the recruiting ranks that they used to, where I would like to see what the recruiting classes start to look like immediately down at USC, because I think Lincoln Riley is one of the coaches that the players like to play for.
No doubt about it, man. I already read an article saying that he signed a couple of like 5-star quarterbacks, man, number 2 in the country, and they're probably going to follow him over to USC now, dude. So, that's a huge shift, man, because the Pac-12 is just getting beat down the last few years. Everyone's leaving California to go to the SEC to play, Najee Harris and all these guys. And so, it's good that maybe they'll keep some of these kids in the state and Pac-12 can get relevant again, man. We'll see, because when the Pac-12 is healthy, college football's healthy. Okay, you don't need all SEC, Big 12, dude. There's a whole nother part of maybe the divided states of America, but that's a whole other topic. But the whole thing is, man, is that it's a coup for the Pac-12, dude, and it came out of nowhere. And good for USC, dude. Definitely.
Well, there you go. And while we're on the topic of college football, there was an Andrew Luck sighting. Did you see this at the Stanford game? I believe he was part of the coin toss.
Whoa, I did not see that.
Yeah, no, I believe he was part of the coin toss.
I did not see that, man.
He and John Lynch were honored as former players. Maybe they were inducted into a Ring of Honor. I'm missing that detail, but it was just nice to see Andrew Luck, neck, beard, and all. And, man, I miss watching him on Sundays. He does have one of the most classic neck beards around.
He does have a prolific neck beard, dude.
Yes,
absolutely.
A guy who walked away in his prime and is happy to have done so. I just appreciate seeing Andrew Luck. He was one of the tougher players in NFL of recent memory. So shout out Andrew Luck. Now, we teased it a little bit at the beginning of the show.
Right on.
We're here in the Valley. Brother Mark here in Anthem, Arizona. Tomorrow night, I'll be heading down to Phoenix, Arizona. Chad, can you guess what they call the local basketball arena in Phoenix these days?
Some Indian casino.
Great guess, especially out here. No, that would be the Footprint Arena. I wasn't aware of this until I got my tickets on Ticketmaster. Said, "Do you need any parking for the Footprint Arena?" I'm like, "What in the heck? Oh, nope, I'm good on parking. We're gonna get dropped off."
Arena.
Yeah, Footprint Arena. Apparently, some recycling, green, compost type of company. But Footprint Arena, tossing the big money around and sponsoring your Phoenix Suns here in Arizona. Now, I might be wearing the colors of tomorrow night's enemy. I'll certainly be wearing a Warriors jersey come tomorrow. And we saw that jersey last week, even though you don't love it because it's a custom jersey, but that's okay. And we have undeniably, indisputably, the 2 hottest teams in basketball. The Suns on a 16-game winning streak, 17-3. The Warriors are 18-2. We've talked about their season so far quite a bit. But basically, they're the only teams in the NBA with more than 13 wins. And we got them colliding tomorrow night. I'll be there, section 217, row 14, up in the nosebleeds. So we will have a juicy.
Dude, what a great time and great timing for you to be down there with your boys, Thanksgiving time, and to see the 2 best teams in the NBA right now, dude. The 2 best teams, without a doubt, dude. I mean, Suns have won like 16 in a row or something. I don't even know what it is. I'm like, 16. What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, 16 in a row, and the Warriors are just must-see basketball. We talk about it all the time. And someone pissed off the greatest player to man, how do I say this, man? I don't want to say the greatest player in the game, but I want to say the biggest entertainer in the game has seen for so long. Look what he's doing, and you're going to tell us how the Phoenix Suns crowd reacts to Curry going nothing but net on them, raining threes from Footprint Arena into the bottom of the freaking net. It's going to be awesome. It is so play. I make sure our difference to stay up and watch it, because there's nothing like it in sports right now. There is not. I don't care what anyone says. He has changed the game more than anybody I have seen, and I watch Michael Jordan play.
Oh, absolutely. And let me just jump on that and say, Steph Curry and the road show that, where the fans on the opposing teams and opposing arenas, they tend to gravitate towards the show he puts on. Well, he was getting MVP chance last night at the Crypto.com arena when they beat the Lakers,
Nice.
beat the Clippers by, I believe, 15 points. So the show continues. Curry is absolutely the greatest player in the world at this moment. During this month, no one has played better. He continues to break his own records, too. Yesterday, he broke another one of his own records, fastest to 100 3-pointers in a season. Only took him 20 games to do so. He just puts on a show night after night, city after city. Here's to his health, as we always want to see a healthy Steph Curry. And yes, I will be seeing, if the fans of the Footprint Arena hail down cheers for number 30. Not a lot of cheers. He's way too likable. His brand of ball is way too fun. And it's just great theater, like we've said. And JTA, Juan Toscano Anderson, said number 30 is the greatest in the world right now, and it's not even close.
It's not, man. He is way past LeBron now, way past LeBron. LeBron is one hell of a talent. We know it, but he is not the entertainer that Steph Curry is, dude. And he's not the talented three-point shooter that Steph Curry is as well. Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but I think everyone says, well, he doesn't play defense. Whoa, check the stats there, Rook. 6 steals last night, bro.
Mm-hmm.
6. And he's playing more defense all in all. The guy is one complete player, man. And we are just, I just sit in awe and to watch him, dude, and just go, man, I get to watch this guy in his prime. It has been awesome, dude. And like I said, man, he's got the Jordan-esque feel to him when he comes into arena. Like, you're going to be entertained once that freaking ball goes up in the air and the game's going, dude. It's just so awesome to watch.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the negative sides to Steph Curry on the road is, and I feel for teams when this happens, and fans of other teams. In Detroit a week or two ago, the Warriors rested Draymond, Iguodala, and Curry. It's got to be a bummer. You're a Detroit Pistons fan. You got one chance to see Curry this year, any year, and he takes the night off. That is a major bummer. We won't spend any time on it, though, of course. And as far as the Suns go, we're going to see who the true hottest team in basketball is come tomorrow night. These teams, I believe, lock up 2 more times in December, and one of them is the Christmas Day game. So you're talking about the NBA putting on premier marquee matches, unlike the NFL does for Thanksgiving. Thank you to the Detroit Lions leftovers every single year. Anyways, these teams are going to meet on Christmas as well. It's going to be fun. Call this round 1. Ding, ding.
Yeah, dude, they got a home and home, man. So they play today, and then they play a couple more days later up in NorCal. So that's pretty cool, man. You got the Suns and Warriors 2 games in a row. This is going to be the game, though. The first meeting is always the most important. Yeah.
We got on the chat line Desert Rob and Arizona Alex here, both of which will be attending the game with me. Rob says, nice shirt. And I said, I'm certain to wear different colors tomorrow night. Alex says, I agree, Rob. It would make great kindling for some of those colder nights in Arizona later. So Alex, a full-blooded Warriors fan. Rob rooted for the Warriors for many, many years.
Yes.
The Suns are his hometown team, and also a noted Thunder team. Rob spent time in Oklahoma City area as well as Phoenix, Arizona over the years, but he still remembers his Bay Area roots, of course. So last thing from Rob, he says, go Suns. We'll see how it goes tomorrow night.
Rob likes his hot, dry, dusty places, doesn't he? I can tell. Yeah.
Hey, maybe it's a thing, Maybe it's a thing. So I'll have to ask him about that in person. Chad, I don't have anything else at the top of my list here, except possibly a quick off-the-ball topic for you. Anything else you want to cram into the 40-minute podcast today?
No, dude, man. Hey, man, we're just rolling, dude. We'll just go with it, man. We talked in the NFL, NBA, MLB, dude. Let's see what else is going on, man. We talked Steph, dude. I want to see what you guys are going to see tomorrow, man. And I'm going to watch. I'll be looking for you in the crowd, dude. I'll be pausing my computer, dude, to see if I can spot row 217 or section 217, row 14. Man, I was proud as the Warriors beat the Suns by 8.
Oh, wow. There it is. The Warriors have definitely been darlings in the betting world, and I have this directly from Wednesday night of last week. I was in town with the aforementioned Todd and Alex, and Todd was wanting to bet badly that the Warriors would win the game against the 76ers. Now, Alex and I, having watched many, many Warriors games, we said, hey, they might go down at the half, but they always come back. Well, just watch when Steph Curry's resting. If they can hang in there, linger, usually good things are going to happen for the Warriors. Well, Todd placed a moneyline bet when the Warriors were down 17 points. And you know how that game ended up. They ended up winning by 20. I believe they outscored the Sixers 85-35 in the second half, just obliterated them. So, yes, Todd is a happy man. When he bets on the Warriors, he says they're his go-to team now. So, yes, Todd, the money-driven.
No doubt, man. Yeah. Yeah,
So,
dude. I mean, for bettors, dude, the Warriors are a dream. They win every game by like 14, 15 points, dude. They have been on this run.
They don't leave much left.
That being said, the Suns will probably cover tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, and on that note,
yeah,
Alex wants to know from the chat line if we believe with Clay's return approaching, do the Warriors have to learn how to play any differently with him back? I say not really.
The Warriors, Clay will fit right in seamlessly back into the only thing that's going to hold the Warriors back is if Clay, if they give him a lot of minutes in the beginning, which I don't think they will. If they give him a lot of minutes in the beginning and he needs to get in the flow and it doesn't work out, but they got so much depth that they can put in, I mean, look at Otto Porter Jr. last night, dude, going nuts. And so, I mean, they got so much depth, dude. Clay's only going to help this team. And don't forget about Wiseman. Don't forget about Wiseman, all right? Because this guy's been out for a year. He's been getting coached. He's been around the team. I've seen him dress a little bit better on the sideline. Maybe Green got in his ear a little bit.
Thank goodness.
So, yeah. And so, dude, I would really watch out for Wiseman. No one's talking about. I'm excited for Clay. He had that moment, I guess, last game, man, where he sat on the bench for like 30 minutes after the game. Everyone's making a big deal about it. It's Clay being Clay. And he's a very deep thinker, a very emotional guy, and he just wants to get back in the game. And if he gets going, and you got the best guy in the world, and you got Green, and you got Jordan Poole playing well, Wiseman, Kuminga coming up in the with all
oh boy. Well, your connection was doing great, Chad. You were laboring through it for part of the show. I hope we can get you back. There we go. That was a fantastic recovery right there. Let me just say on the topic of Clay and Wiseman, I think Clay slides right back into the lineup, basically taking Jordan Poole's 25 to 30 minutes a game. I think Poole goes to the bench as a fresh asset, and I think Wiseman is the one that the Warriors might need to learn how to play with again, because they, for many years, haven't had a player like him. He's good for the lob. He's very athletic, but he's far different from Kevon Looney. So I think they're going to need a little integration with Wiseman. But I saw you shaking your head a little bit. Does Clay not jump into Jordan Poole's starting spot? Does he become the sixth man for a bit? What do you think?
I think they're going to make room for everyone. I think Poole will end up on the second team, like you're right at first, because, Clay is Clay. But they're going to work him in. You're going to get a death lineup, dude, with with Curry, Poole, Looney, Green, and Klay Thompson. Good night.
It's another great time to be a Warriors fan. We'll see how they do in the desert tomorrow night, and we'll bring you all the results on Thursday's show, December 2nd at noon, 12 Pacific, of course. Now, Chad, I wanted to give you one quick off-the-ball topic before we sign off. All right? I've become a little partial to this particular song. It's a country song. I'm just going to give you a couple lyrics. Let me know if you recognize the song.
Oh, you've been hanging out in Arizona too long, dude.
Well, in the realm of country, let me give you the lyrics first. I remember it like it was yesterday because it was. Does that ring any bells?
I remember like it was yesterday because it was. No.
And I was letting the sun and the rum just do what it does.
Oh, dude, you talking about my boy? You talking about my boy Kenny Chesney?
No. That would be too easy for you. Nope. This comes to you from Old Dominion. Old Dominion, and my favorite lyrics from the song is, I was drunk as a skunk eating lunch with a cross-eyed bear. You've been there. So what? This is brought to you by Old Dominion. The song is called I Was on a Boat That Day, Chad. Let me tell you, if you were Florida, Chad, this would be jamming out of your speakers, out of your audio system.
Dude, I got so many country songs that I was jamming doing Florida, bro, hanging out on a boat. Hey, there was a song back then called I Was Drunk on a Boat, dude. That was an actual song, dude, back in Florida, dude. I'm a drinking on a plane. Yeah, anyways, dude, that's cool, man. You know what, man? Enjoy your time, dude. Enjoy the Old Dominion. I've heard of them. I think they've even opened for Kenny one time. So that's good stuff right there, dude. Enjoy that Old Dominion, drunk as a skunk, hanging out with a bear. Is that what you said?
Hanging out with a cross-eyed bear. Yes, cross-eyed bear. So that's just a fantastic
cross-eyed
visual.
bear.
Now,
dude.
the question here, the reason I bring it up, do you appreciate the route that country has seemingly gone the last 10 or 20 years? Some people would say it sounds more poppy, and so you get more bands like Old Dominion. You get your Rascal Flatts even. You get your, what's the ones they sing with Jimmy Buffett all the time? Zach Brown Band. Do you like this trend in country
you got
music?
the Zach Brown Band? Yeah.
Do you like this trend
dude,
in country music, or do you appreciate the older, more classic, Brooks and Dunn, that sort of country?
Well, dude, that was, when I started listening to country music, the only time I listened to it was in the Marines because I had 4 country roommates from freaking Texas and Oklahoma, dude. So I got my good share of Johnny Cash. I got my good share of Hank Williams Jr. I got my good share of Randy Travis. I learned all those guys, dude, only because of the guys I was hanging out with in the Marines, dude. So, and then I started to appreciate them, dude. And no, man, I dig a good country music every once in a while. I get a little tired of it after a while, man. But I don't mind. I like the Kenny Chesney's, dude, are kind of like the Jimmy Buffett of countries. And so I don't mind that kind of stuff. But the Rascal Flatts and stuff, not my style, dude. That's kind of like boy band country, dude. It's not my thing.
Yes, a little poppy on that front. Well, just want to say sometimes country songs can strike a chord. Sometimes they can resonate with you. Not every song is about your dog died, your truck broke down, and your girl left you. But when you can catch a song that resonates with you, like this one does for me, it's a good listen. So good old country music therapy.
Hey, dude, it all depends on where you're at in life. It all depends on where you're at in life, man. Country songs resonated with me at right around your age, dude, and a little bit before. Now they really don't, dude, but that's cool, man. So yeah, the joke is about the country songs, right? Right? What happens when you play a country song backward?
What's that?
You get your wife back, you get your dog back, you get your job back, you get money back in the bank.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That was real good. I appreciate that.
So,
I won't forget it.
Yeah.
So nice. And I won't forget the Kenny Chesney concert you took me to some 10 years ago. So fans, thank you for bearing with us through some connectivity issues.
All right.
We appreciate you letting us bring it to you live from Arizona, from Chile. So, bro, you want to send us off?
Most definitely, dude. Thanks for tuning in to the MisippBROs, man. Sorry about the connectivity. Bruce, you're doing your thing, dude. We appreciate it, man. We'll catch you the day after the lockout starts, dude, because it is happening on MLB. Thanks for tuning in, man, from all across around the world, man. We are getting after it. Arizona and Chile signing off later.